Yo, what's up guys? Today we're ranking the top 10 running backs that play with Big Ben. Let's get straight into it. Alright, coming in at number 10, I got Dyer. There are not a lot of running backs that played with Big Ben that are like game-changing running backs. I'm gonna say, if it's not top 6, I don't think they're really that game-changing running backs, but they're still good running backs. So, I'm just gonna start by naming these average running backs. The first one is Dyer. Dyer was a great running back, was a good running back that played with Big Ben. He was a part of a Steelers backfield from 2010 to 2013, and that 3-year stint he had 971 yards and 2 touchdowns. So Dyer will be number 10. Coming in at number 9, I got Redmond. Redmond was a part of that backfield with Dyer. He was a great close to the goal line back, hence the name being Red Zone. Red Zone, he's great at getting the touchdown. He's just like that big bruiser back that you wanted on your team. And with that stint with the Steelers, he had 1,000 yards, 1,148 yards, and 5 touchdowns with the Steelers. And he was just a great bruiser back. There's nothing more to say about Redmond. Redmond was just an average running back that you could have on your team. All right, number 8, I got Moore. Moore was like a LeVeon Bell before LeVeon Bell was was the running back for the Steelers. Moore was the Steelers running back for like 4 years. He was a big piece of the Steelers in 2008 where he had like 500 yards. But that was when Willie Parker and Rashard Miller went down. He stepped up and played out of his mind. All props to Moore. And Moore was a part of that Steelers Super Bowl run. So Moore was a great running back. He was a great bruising back and a great receiving back. He had 962 yards on the ground with 5 touchdowns, and he also had 782 yards in the receiving yards with 4 touchdowns. So that's why I say he's like Le'Veon Bell before Le'Veon Bell was a Steelers running back. So Moore at number 8. All right, number 7 I got DelAngelo Williams. Williams was one of the best free agent signings for the Steelers in the past years. Williams was supposed to be like nothing more than like a backup running back, but then with Le'Veon Bell getting suspended, he's had to step up, and he stepped up mightily. That year in 2015, he had almost 1,000 yards. He would have had 1,000 yards if Le'Veon Bell didn't come back, and that's why he's one of the best free agent signings for the Steelers in the past years, because he got so much for like so little, and that's what you love to see from those free agent signings. So the stats for DelAngelo Williams for the 2 years he was on the Steelers was 1,250 yards and 15 touchdowns on the ground. DelAngelo Williams at number 7. Number 6, I got Najee Harris. Now hear me out. Najee Harris was a great running back, but I can't rank him any higher because he's only played 1 year with Big Ben, while the other running backs have played multiple years with Big Ben and have more stats all around. But don't get me wrong, Najee Harris had a great season last year, and I think he'll be the number 1 running back in like 10 years, because I think he's going to be a Steeler forever, and he's going to kill it here in the years to come. So Najee Harris for now is number 6, but I think he's going to go higher after a while. Number 5, I got James Conner. Conner was a great running back for the Steelers. He was a Pro Bowler in 2018. If he wasn't so injury prone, he would be even higher, I think. I don't even think the Steelers would give up on him if he was not like so injury prone and barely played in the last 2 seasons. But you see what he's doing with the Cardinals. He's still a great running back. I just think he just needed a new look for a team, and that's what he got. So I think Conner is still a top end running back, and he will be a top end running back for the next maybe like 2 to 3 years. But the stats he had with the Steelers is 2,302 yards and 22 touchdowns. That's crazy for James Conner. All right, number 4, I got Rashard Miller. Mendenhall had a 3-year stretch where he was one of the best running backs in the league. Even though his career was stained by that fumble in the Super Bowl, I think the Steelers fans can be still grateful for what he did for like so many years. And yeah, we gotta appreciate greatness, because he was one of the better running backs that's been on the Steelers for a while, and he will always be, in my mind, a great running back for the Steelers, and that's why I got him number 4. He just had so many yards and so many good memories with the Steelers for me. All right, coming in at number 3, I got Willie Parker. Parker was an undrafted rookie who moved his way up to the 3rd all-time leader and rusher in the Pittsburgh history. Even though I didn't get to watch Parker that much, I still respect greatness. That he's definitely one of the greatest running backs in Steelers history, and I respect him for that. but I don't think he could be in the top 2 because there's 2 running backs I think are still better than Willie Parker. But he did have a great career with the Steelers. He had 5,378 yards and 24 touchdowns. That's amazing for what Willie Parker did for the Steelers, and he also won a Super Bowl. So, all right, coming in number 2, I got LeVeon Bell. Bell was the most versatile running back to play with Big Ben. Bell was a great runner. He was also a great receiver. You just had to watch this man play. He was so fun to watch because he was like 3 running backs in one. He was like a bruiser back, he was a scat back, he was a receiving back, and just all in one. And you see in the Steelers history, we all mainly just had bruiser backs. We just had those backs to just run people over, and that's about it. But Le'Veon Bell just brought that different aspect to this game, to the Steelers like running style. He had that little wait for the holes to open, not like find a hole and get open. He was just like patiently waiting back there, waiting for a hole to get open, and then he was like had the like shiftiness to like make so many people miss in just open field. I love to watch Le'Veon Bell play because he was so fun to watch. But I think if he played with the Steelers a little bit longer, he would have been the number 1 running back in the Steelers history. But he betted on himself and got the money. I can't complain about that because he focused on his family and everything. But I just wished he could have stayed with the Steelers. But I still think Le'Veon Bell's a great running back, and he's number 2 in my list for the Steelers, the best Steelers running backs that played with Big Ben. Alright, coming in at number 1, I got Jerome Bettis. The Buzz is an absolute bruiser of a running back who has the 2nd most rushing yards in Steelers history and the 2nd most rushing touchdowns in Steelers history. His style of play, it just brings that Steelers mentality, like where you just run people over and just show your toughness. And that's why I got him number 1 for right now. But I think in years to come, like I said, Najee Harris will be number 1. But mark my words. But yeah, Jerome Bettis is a great running back. I can't really disrespect Jerome Bettis because he's one of the best running backs in Steelers history. I can't forget about Franco Harris, but this is only the running backs that play with Big Ben. So I'm gonna say Jerome Bettis at number 1. Alright, that's it for the video. Have a good day and peace.